Bitcoin safe? In this video, we will dive deep into Bitcoin's security. Surprisingly, many people are still unsure about this, so make sure to listen until the end. All Bitcoins reside in a public address on the Bitcoin blockchain. There are 4 common address types: legacy, nested SegWit, native SegWit, and taproot. Legacy starts with 1, nested SegWit with 3, native SegWit with BC1Q, and taproot with BC1P. There are 1.46 times 10 to the power of 48 Bitcoin addresses in existence. Then there are 1.16 times 10 to the power of 77 Bitcoin private keys in existence. And there are 10 to the power of 80 atoms in the entire universe. That means that there are almost as many Bitcoin private keys than there are atoms in the entire universe. Each address contains a public key and a private key. The security of Bitcoin is based on the fact that the private key of an address can't be derived from the address and the public key. The only way to access Bitcoins in an address is to know the private key to the address. For an attacker wanting your Bitcoins, brute forcing the private key is essentially like trying to find one certain atom in the entire universe. It's simply computationally impossible with today's technology. However, nowadays most Bitcoin addresses are nested to a single private key that constitutes your recovery or seed phrase. It's the 12 to 30 word list created for each wallet. This list of words is in human readable form, but the computer converts it to a 256-bit number, also known as your private key. Bitcoin's security is comparable or even slightly more advanced than the security of banks, governments, and modern internet encryption. Breaking a Bitcoin private key is comparable to breaking AES, RSA, or TLS, which are modern encryption algorithms used by banks, governments, militaries, and the entire internet infrastructure. These security standards are enforced by a globally distributed network of computers known as the Bitcoin network. The network consists of tens of thousands of reachable nodes, hundreds of thousands of nodes including those behind routers and Tor, miners located across dozens of countries, and tens of millions of users worldwide and growing. The network is protected by SHA-256 hashing power, exceeding 1 zettahashes per second, or 1,000 exahashes per second. That's 1 sextillion SHA-256 calculations every second. This computing power is protecting the longest chain of blocks on the Bitcoin ledger, with the current block height of 954,900. An attacker trying a 51% attack on the Bitcoin blockchain would have to expend at most $36 million per day in electricity costs alone. This excludes the cost of facilities, cooling, transformers, grid access, staff, and logistics, which would amount to more than $25 billion of upfront costs and years to decades of setting up. There are plenty of great sources to learn more about Bitcoin online, just by writing Bitcoin or Bitcoin security in your search engine. Keep learning about Bitcoin to boost your confidence with it and aim for the long-term advantage for you and your family. Nothing in this video is financial, legal, or tax advice, and is for educational purposes only. Always consider reputable financial counseling when making significant financial decisions. Investing is inherently risky, and we aren't responsible for any misconduct or unforeseen circumstances. Previous returns are not indicative of future returns. By investing, you acknowledge the risks and are prepared to lose everything. I wish you the best of luck. Subscribe for more quality content just like this. Like and leave a comment on the video, and share this video with a friend.